Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Full Damage on the Mindcrack server. Today we are doing some planning here. You've kind of missed this part, the audio file died on me for some reason. So you've kind of missed what this stuff is all about. But basically, what we have going on here. This is the Great Hall, as you guys know. And this is going to be the door for the Great Hall. This is going to be an open door. This is going to be a closed door. I don't know if these are going to be open and closed in the final build. This is kind of like the plan of what each one would be. They would hinge on this corner here, and then this would be their hinge support, and they would close against this archway here. This here, this would be the door here. This is going to be kind of like a little storage room. And then this will be a spiral staircase up to the clock face and the clock mechanics up there, for whoever needs to keep an eye on the clock. This little bit here is probably going to be a secret room of some description at some point. This is going to be the corridor along this way, and it's going to turn and descend into the staircase here, which goes down towards the kitchens. That's kind of where we're at the moment. We're just working on the kind of student, or the first year student kind of stuff. Essentially where they would come and collect their uniform and get changed their uniform, and be taught, like, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to the sorting ceremony, to be sorted into your houses, and all the older students are gonna smile and wave. So this is kind of what we're going for at the moment. Just kind of working on where these students come in, the first year students. So the first year students are going to come in by this river here. And yeah, they're going to be connected to a canal, which would start at some point maybe down here. Which would go down towards the ocean area that way. So that's how the first year students are going to come in, I think. There's going to be a town along the canal, which would house a train station, I believe. So I'm thinking the first year students would land by boat here. Then they would come up some kind of staircase here, and this would be their entrance into the castle as a first year student. They may have already been guided around the castle later on or earlier on, or at least they would be guided at some point anyway. So this is their kind of entrance here, and as an entrance to the castle it has to be secure. So yes, we've got this kind of natural kind of cove here, so it's a good kind of entrance. So we would have a staircase, something along the lines of, or maybe one for the back actually, something along the lines of that, and then I guess it'd go up now, that, up to that, up to that, and then this would be that kind of landing here. So we need a relatively small entrance. It doesn't need to be anything grand. We do need to collect all the first year students, which is about 200 or so, I think. I do have my numbers written down. Or at least we would need to start collecting them. Maybe in batches of, say, 20 or something. So we need an entrance for the castle at this point. I'd like a portcullis as well, that'd be kind of cool. So what we would have, I don't have any dirt on. Well, I do have a little bit, a little tiny bit of dirt. If we have a doorway that hinges on this point, and then it would close against here. Oh well, technically against here, but this would be a closed area of it. So this could be an archway around the door here. Now, if we have that door, if it closes here, we have that gap. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 2 3 wide doors, so that gap is 4 in total. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we would have more door here. Let's actually move that door upwards a little ways. Here we will have, yeah, let's break that. Here we would have a portcullis structure in this gap. Yeah. Yes, definitely. These zombies are going to be the death of me, quite literally, quite soon. Oh, he didn't kill me. He will though. I'm going to pick up all my own shit and it'll be terrible. Okay, good. Whew. So yes, the students would walk up these stairs, blub, 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 blub. And they would arrive here, essentially. I may move those stairs further back so they have more area to stand on as they wait for the entrance, because these doors now would come out, when they're open, they would come out, say, if it's 1, 2, 3, they would come out to here. That really doesn't give you a lot of room. But that doesn't matter, they can be guided in deeper, they don't have to wait outside the doors. The doors will probably be open on their arrival anyway. And I would like the doors to be open wide. So, if the door is closed like this, hinged, if it's hinged at this point, it would be open up to there. And then it could also open all the way around. But obviously that wall would get in the way. So to fix that, if we want it to hinge all the way around to here and still be 3 wide, we could either move that in 1 or move this over 1. Let's move this in 1 over here, or in a couple actually. Let's go like that. Have the hole there to walk in, the door, I suppose. Then we would have this removed along here. Okay. So the door would then swing out to this point. And it would be hinged around this vertice here. It would swing up and be at that point going that way, and then it would swing around and be at that point going that way. Which is good, that's fine. Let's have this filled in as well, so the door is flush up against that wall completely. We'll have a block there as well. The same thing on the other side, so we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 block into any wall, which would be in line with this. So you got that, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't have anything in this gap here, or in this area here. This we can close up to. So the students would be guided in. First year students, they would come up here, there'd be a couple of teachers standing around, guiding them into this area, at which point they can turn to go into a uniform collection area, I guess, or well, more of a waiting area I want, where they can be briefed. So I guess along here we can have a fairly large room where they can all stand and be talked to, presumably by the headmaster. If we need room for... It can't be 200, it must be more like 70, I think. You know what? No, we won't check our record, or the information that I have. It's not a huge amount. In fact, yeah, I'm going to need to, because I'm going to need to plan out this structure to be sized for that amount of students. Okay, I had a look at my my documents, and it's 40 years per student, or 40 students per year. So we would need seating for 40 students. Let's have this area, so they can come in. There would be seating, I suppose, along here. If we have 40 students, we would need 10 times 4 tiers of seats. So if we do say, if this is the wall along here, and then if we widen that like we've got the other wall along here, I'm kind of going for these 2 or 3 wide walls. So if we widen that along here, so the wall would end up here, and then we would have, say, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could also add 8 times 5. I think 8 times 5 would work better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I would need an area for them to walk. So 9. Bum. And then the wall would be here. That works out quite well. It lines up with that nicely. So let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. So let's mark out this wall then. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. Okay. Now for the depth of the seats, I'm thinking I want a stair or a step to act as a seat, and then obviously have 4 of those on each side. And then go up a block, I suppose. And 5 blocks high is not going to be too high for a row of seats, I don't think. So we would have that and a seat, and then a seat in front of that. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. Unless I want any kind of... No, I suppose that's good. So we would have a seat on the back wall, then a gap, then a seat, so that'd be our third or our second set of seats, gap, third set of seats, gap, fourth set of seats, gap, fifth set of seats. So the seating would come up to this area here. Right, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Yep, the seats would come up to here. Then I want to say a 3-block gap, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, and then an area for the headmaster or whoever is talking to them to stand. So this should be plenty long enough room now. So let's fill in that like so. And then any outside wall we can do along here. That's a good point. Do I want an outside wall? Maybe. We have room for it. No, I think I'm going to be happy with how that is. Okay, so if we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, so this is where the seats would end here in relation to this wall. And then this would all be wall along here. And then we would have the back wall here. Let's stick that down and mark that like so. Okay, perfectly fine. So then if we have 1, not quite 2, okay, I'm out of that pile of cobblestone. I don't need to put these on the record at all. Okay, that would be a 2-wide door. That's good. That's kind of what I want for this size structure. This I can actually raise up slightly. So let's do that. Bum bum. Come on. Bum. There we go. Bum bum bum. It doesn't really follow the landscape. Unfortunately, a build like this wouldn't really. But I can lower the rest of the hillside. That's fine. That's a problem with a large build, especially one of a castle nature. Unless you've got extreme changes in landscape, it doesn't really follow it. Yes, that's good. I'm happy with that. So we'd have all this would be wall, and then our doorway would be that 2-wide hole there. So let's dig out this. So the first year students would come up on the boat, they would come in, and a teacher would be, say, standing by the door and saying, go on, go in this way, and the teacher would be standing, say, in this area saying, go on down this way, you little shits. And they would come down, in through the gap here, the door here, and then over to the benches, which was 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. So the bench starts here. Yeah, that'll be okay. I was wondering, this door might have been too far from the benches, but that's okay. And then they would sit down, and teacher would be standing there, like, talking to them, and the headmaster would come in, stuff like that. So that's good. Then they would have to file out again. While all this is going on, the rest of the students will be coming in through the actual main entrance hall, I suppose, and then walking down to the Great Hall for the welcoming feast. This is all first year, first day kind of stuff. Then, in fact, let's keep these first year students out of the corridors completely once they enter here, so they can go and collect uniform from a room behind this, which would have a doorway to get to from here. So a room in this kind of area. The manufacturing of the uniforms would be... This is kind of getting very near the entrance hall here. Okay, they'll grab their uniforms here. And head, I suppose, downstairs into a changing room would be fine. But I think this is the area that I want the entrance hall. I'm pretty sure. Because it's right near these trees, but there may be some more trees further down the river. I'll have to double check my overview map. Let's see, is there any more trees down this way? In this general direction? Doesn't look like it, because we're going to be coming up on the forest. Actually, it's going to be over there. Is it? Is it? Is it? Is this the forest? Yeah, that's the forest. Okay, so those trees were the kind of area where I want my entrance hall. That's fine, I can move the entrance hall over to the left slightly. So let's have them walk past, or walk through a door in the back of that room, and then at that point they can collect their uniforms and head down into a downstairs changing room. They could do that in, say, alphabetical order or something, just to keep a nice order going. Head down into a changing room. Let's say maybe room for about 3 or 4 students to change at a time. 40 students, 20 males, 20 females. Say they take 10 minutes to change. That would be a total of what? 10 minutes each to change. And they can overlap and say the entire room would be turned around. The entire room of, say, 4... the entire room of 4 students in total would be turned around in, say, what, 20 minutes. They would just have to do that 10 times, so 200 minutes. That's a lot of minutes. That's like 3 hours. Ooh, that's not good. See, this is the kind of planning that goes into my buildings, like, trivial stuff that does not matter in the slightest. Like, how long would a student take to change into their uniform? In fact, they may have already changed into other clothes, which they've purchased before the year, so say the pants or something. Would be good. So it may just be a robe. So say the entire room of 4 students gets turned around in 10 minutes, changed. So they would have to do 10 minutes 10 times. So that'd be 100 minutes. That'd be just under 2 hours for them to change. I suppose that's okay. 10 minutes is a long time to change anyway. Like, you can get dressed in what? A minute? 2 minutes? So yeah, okay, I think we're fine. With say a girls' changing room of 4 students, and then a guys' changing room of 4 students. That'll be like less than an hour to change. By this point, all of these guys would have walked in. All the other year students would probably walked in. Ooh, did I look at him? No. Okay. And then they would come back out here, back out of this room, and then they would head out over this way, I suppose. They would wait out here, and then they would be brought in through there. Okay, see how long I've recorded. 26 minutes. That's okay. Yes, so we've got the kind of plan here. We got it kind of how we want. The question is, what do I want to do with this side now? We could have a bathroom. Then I suppose could have another corridor inside the bathroom. Then maybe some classrooms, which would open onto a courtyard. Because the classrooms definitely need to be on the outside wall so they can have light. That's one of my main goals here. Okay, yeah. This is shaping up. It's what I want. Yeah. So then the boats would continue around the river and go to a boathouse, which would be over there somewhere. That we don't need to worry about at all for the time being. Yes. Okay, I'm happy with this. There'd be a courtyard, say, in this direction, maybe. A staircase over there. Yeah. Yeah. The next part to work on will be the entrance hall, which would be over here some ways. In this kind of tree area, like I said. And then the rest of this corridor here. So at the moment this corridor is wide. It's an extremely wide corridor. Kind of with reason, I suppose, because it kind of comes off of there. Oh, don't you be doing nothing to me. Okay, you know what? We're gonna run back to the house. We're gonna wait out there, because we're done in this area. So the corridor's kind of wide, but that's kind of determined by the width of the door of the entrance hall, or the Great Hall. Sorry, the entrance of the Great Hall. That's kind of what I was going for. That we can deal with, though. We can narrow the corridor, because basically the corridor is going to be ending pretty much where that final bit of wall was, and then going into the entrance hall, or at least the corridor off the entrance hall, which would be perpendicular to that corridor, so it doesn't matter that corridor is kind of wide, because it would be just fed by that thinner corridor there. Anything else, really? Not really. That's kind of what the planning goes into this castle, and just to give you some kind of insight, I may do some more planning episodes, mix some planning episodes and some building episodes. That's pretty much it. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. If you would like to see me get a better computer, you can leave a donation as well in the description below. And I always read all the comments, so please leave your thoughts and opinions. I know you don't like the texture pack. I know you want me to get Optifine. I do like the texture pack, and I have got Optifine. So any other comments you have, you can leave those quite happily. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all next time.